about the last week or so, how many cats you've taken in and what condition they were in when they arrived.
Yeah, so we've taken in at least 82 cats from LA, and they've been in a variety of conditions. Some of them have been just a little nervous or scared with everything that's going on and all of the movement that they've had. And then some of them have been kind of like Clementine here, who came to us with some medical needs. So she came to us with a broken jaw. We have another one down here, same issue, broken jaw. We have a couple that came to us with broken legs and some skin conditions and things like that. And then we have some that are just like really shy or a little bit fearful. And so, yeah, about 82-ish. And then we have another transport arriving tomorrow afternoon. So,
wow.
Yeah.
With with that number of cats coming in, how are you do you have the staff to support that? How are you making sure that all of these animals are getting the care they need?
Yeah, it's been pretty amazing to see how many people have stepped up to help us. So we've had staff from all throughout the sanctuary, and then we've also had local volunteers and even volunteers that don't live in Utah offering to come and help us. And so we've been able to really support and have more hands than we need to help with these guys. Our medical team has been working, around the clock, like you can imagine, with the medical needs, the animals coming in. And then we've also had a lot of people stepping up to foster and adopt, which has been amazing. So some of the cats are coming to us kind of as a pit stop and then moving on to their next destination, whether that's a foster home, adoption, or a partner up in Salt Lake or some other area.
The cats that have come in from LA, are those mostly coming from other shelters that are making room, or are they new to shelters because of the fires? Do you have any info on that?
Yeah, so we have some that we took from our Best Friends LA Center to help them make space for anybody that needs assistance. And then we've taken some from Pasadena Humane, but they're all from just the LA area, and they were already in the shelter before the fires took place. So these are not somebody's animals that we've taken out of the LA area where they're not going to be able to reclaim them.
Awesome. That makes a ton of sense. So
yeah,
opening up some space
exactly.
So people can be hopefully meet their animals again.
Exactly. So we've just kind of emptied as many kennels as possible so that they can help anybody that's lost their home or any animals that they find, and they have open kennels for them to come into.
Tell me a little bit about some of the logistical coordination of getting so many cats here from LA. What's that like?
It's been a little bit crazy with a lot of the logistics of them coming in, going out, organizing, making sure we have enough crates and making sure there are people with kennels. The medical team is here to provide support. And so it's kind of like all hands on deck, and a lot of logistics, a lot of spreadsheets, a lot of communication, Teams chats and emails. But it's all gone really smoothly, and it's been really cool to see how many people are stepping up to help. So even we had a flight arrive after hours, I think like 7 or so. It was freezing, and there were a ton of people on the tarmac waiting to help unload the cats and dogs. Like so much so that we unloaded them within minutes to get them onto 6 different vans and driving them up here to the sanctuary. So it's been really cool. I think everybody wants to be able to help in some way. And so even if it's just cleaning some of the kennels for us, people from other departments that don't normally do animal care work are coming and helping clean kennels and helping us prepare the vans and, even getting gas in the vans so that they're ready to go. We've had a lot of volunteers coming from even the Salt Lake area to come and help us. So it's been a really cool experience.
Seems like it gives a whole new meaning to herding cats when you have like dozens of cats coming in. And how are you guys doing on space and capacity, and how long are they typically staying here?
Yeah, so it depends on the cat. So like Clementine's been with us for a few days, where some of the other cats, they flew in and then by the next morning they left. So we even have partners in the St. George area that took some dogs and cats, partners in the Salt Lake area, like I mentioned. Sometimes we're getting so many requests for people that want to help that we can't even fulfill all of their requests. So it's been quite the experience to have them coming in, stopping for 24 hours or less, and then moving on to their next destination. And then of course the cats that have more medical needs, we're making sure that they have what they need before they move on.
Do you have an idea of when Clementine will be ready to move on?
So she is on pain control and The vets are assessing her every day. And right now, where the fracture is in her jaw, it's really far back, and it's something that they have discussed with a specialist. And right now, we're not totally sure if she's going to need surgery to fix it, or if this is it's already started to heal, and we're going to leave it as is. She's able to eat really well on her own. She's super happy, as you can see, and she's doing well. So it's kind of a little bit of a wait and see with her to see how things develop in the next few days.
How do the cats do on flights?
It can be very stressful for the cats on the flights and on the transport vans, but we always say it's just a temporary discomfort for a long-term gain. And so, especially because some of the flights and transports have dogs on them as well, and it's hard because you can't tell them, hey, you're going to somewhere that's a better place. So we try to do the best that we can when we're transporting animals. So we use, a spray that helps, like a calming spray that you can put in the carrier to make them a little bit calmer. If they need a medication to help keep them calm, we'll give them that as well. But so far, everything's been pretty good. Our team has been coming in early to try to make sure everybody has what they need, and the crates are labeled and all of those kind of things, the medications and any special diets go with them when they're transferred out.
What resources could you use from either the public or anything that would help you guys continue this work and take care of these cats?
You can say donations,
Okay.
wish lists, or monetary.
So in order to help with the work, I think that probably some of the most important things that we need right now are things from our wish list. So we have a wish list where some of the supplies are going directly to our LA team. Some of the supplies are coming directly to the sanctuary. So as you can imagine, we're going through crates and pee pads and all of those kind of things like crazy right now with all the transports. And then of course, monetary donations are always really helpful to help pay for the medical costs for some of these guys and for the flights and all of those kind of things.
And then as someone who works with these cats, she's so sweet, you guys seem to be getting along very well. When you see the animals move on, how does it make you feel?
Oh, it can be, it's incredibly heartwarming. In fact, this morning we had some cats leave to our Salt Lake facility. We had 63 leave on a transport early this morning, and one of them was my office cat that I'd had for a couple of years, and it's very teary to see him go, but it's so exciting. We've had so many partners step up to help that we've been able to get some of these cats moving on to their next destination. But seeing somebody like Clementine or some of these other cats where they were just 24 hours ago in a very dangerous situation and now they're safe, it's just like it feels like you're actually doing something. So it's very heartwarming.
How do you resist the urge not to just adopt and adopt and adopt?
It's hard. It's very hard to not just take them all in. But I try to give them as much love and care as I can while they're with us, and then know that they're going to be able to give love and care to whoever else that they come in contact with. So, and plus my house is full. I don't know that my cats would appreciate another one coming in right now.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to add or you feel we didn't cover?
The only thing I would add is that I know like a lot of people feel like kind of helpless when they're watching all of this happening from a distance, and at one point I felt that way too until we were able to really heavily get involved. And one of the things that's been super helpful and the reason we are able to take in so many cats from LA and dogs is because we've had so many people stepping up to foster and adopt and volunteer. And so one way that you can feel less helpless in this kind of a situation is to reach out to local rescues and ask them if you can help foster or adopt